All right, guys, so today we're going to start with example 5, where we left off yesterday. And these are examples where you have denominators that are monomials and binomials. So the least common multiple that you're going to multiply by is going to be the product of the two. So your least common multiple that you're going to multiply all terms by is going to be 2x times x plus 1. Very similar to when you're adding and you're looking for the common denominator. So this is going to get multiplied by 2x times x plus 1. And then this one times 2x times x plus 1, and then this one times 2x times x plus 1. So in the first fraction, 2x crosses out. I have 3 times x plus 1. And minus. And in the second fraction, the x plus 1 cancels out, and I have 2x times 2x. Sorry, my daughter is all over me. Let me erase that. Times 2x, and then equals, and then in the third fraction, I just multiplied negative 2 times 2x times x plus 1. So I have 3x plus 3 minus 4x squared equals, and I have negative 4x here distributing. So negative 4x squared minus 4x. So what's going to happen is my negative 4x squareds are going to cancel, and I now have 3x plus 3 equals negative 4x. So when I solve, I end up with negative 7x equals 3, or x equals negative 3/7. And if I were to plug that into my denominators, none of them would give me 0, so I don't reject it or anything. In the next example, I have denominators of x, x minus 1, and 4. My LCM for example 6 will be 4x times x minus 1. Right, because the 4 and the x are monomials, their LCM is 4x, and then we have the binomial x minus 1. So we're going to multiply every term by 4x times x minus 1. So I have x crosses out with that x. I now have 4 times 6, which is 24 times x minus 1. Minus x minus 1's cancel. I have 9 times 4x, which is 36x. Equals 4 cancels with 4, and I just have x times x minus 1. So I now have 24x minus 24 minus 36x equals x squared minus x. So we're going to have here negative 24x, negative 24 minus 12x equals x squared minus x. I'm going to set this equal to 0, so I'm going to add 12x and add 24. So I have x squared plus 11x plus 24 is equal to 0. So I have factors of 3 and 8. So x equals 0, 3 and 8, both positive. So x equals negative 3, x equals negative 8. And I just double check. If I were to plug negative 8 or negative 3 in for x, I don't get 0 in my denominator, so I keep both answers. Okay, moving on to the next example. Your LCM is going to be, you have 2 binomials this time. You have r minus 4 and r plus 5. Your LCM is going to be r minus 4 times r plus 5. So we're going to multiply everything by r plus 5 times r minus 4. So in the first fraction, the r minus 4 cancels, and I have 2r times r plus 5. Minus the 2 is going to get multiplied by both binomials. So minus 2 times